So this is my LPG, what do you call it? LPG panel basically. LPG gas system panel something. I don't know the actual name. So all the gas detectors installed in building are here. If you'll see, they have named it tank 1, tank 2, boiler 1, boiler 2. I mean everything, kitchen 1, kitchen 2, PDP, PRP, like everything is there. Everything is there. And there are two lines, L1 and L2. L1 is for minor gas leak. L2 is for major gas leak. For example, you came here and you saw this light is blinking. For example, tank 1 L2 light is blinking. That means there is a major gas leak. I'm just telling you. So this is how to differentiate major and minor. I don't know what are the level. They have some percentage ratio based on that. They are like 15%. For example, if 15% gas leak is there, this will activate. If 30% gas leak is there, this will activate. But they have their own way. I don't know the actual story how it is. But this is how. Okay. For example, you got a call from CCTV. You got a call from CCTV room. That building is on evacuation mode, and it is showing some gas alarm. Something related to gas alarm. Yes, on CCTV panel or even on this panel, it will not tell you the exact location. It will just say gas panel. So there are 13, 14 locations where smoke detectors, gas detectors are installed. But this fire alarm system will not tell you. It will just say the alarm in gas system. Okay. So the handling of gas system will be a little bit different than this. So if the CCTV guy is calling here saying, hey, there is a gas system alarm, and the building will directly go to evacuation mode if there is anything wrong with the gas system. Okay. So you immediately come to know that if there is alarm in gas system, you have to come to the room where the gas panel is installed. So this is my gas panel. Me or you whoever, the person will come here, he will see this panel immediately, and he will try to figure out if it is a lower, if it is a higher. If it is a lower side or if it is a higher side. Suppose my boiler 3 is showing L1, for example L1. I will come, I will accept, I will press the accept button, I will silence and I will reset. Just 3 steps. Accept, silence and reset. But if this I will do in case of minor alarm. But if there is a major alarm, major alarm means a real alarm. You cannot reset it. It will not happen. Even if you press it, it will not happen. So you have to go immediately on that location. For example, L3, L2, whatever it is, boiler 1, boiler 2, whatever location is showing, you have to go there and to check it physically. That if there is anything wrong. For example, boiler 2 is showing something wrong. You have to. From here it is showing boiler 2 is having some issue. You have to go there and you have to see if there is anything wrong or not. If you find there is nothing wrong, if the gas smell is coming, I will advise you to shut down the gas valve. If the gas smell is coming, don't play with the gas system. It is a really critical system. So if system is showing something wrong with the boiler 2, you went to the location on the boiler 2 and you can feel the smell of the gas. Shut down the gas valve immediately. Don't take risk. But yes, if you went there, you haven't found anything, like everything is okay, maybe it's just electrical issue. Just go there, check if there is nothing wrong. Come back on your PC. Disable your gas system from the PC. Disable your gas system from the PC. So fire alarm system will be separated. Once you disable, the gas alarm the evacuation will be stopped. Because your fire alarm system is giving evacuation to the building, not the gas. Gas is just giving command to your fire alarm system. Once you disable this connection, once you disable this gas system from the PC, your evacuation will be stopped. But gas system is still having problem. Deluge system is still running. Yeah, once the gas system will activate, deluge system will also activate. That's must. It has to be. That's how the program is. So once you disable this, your evacuation will be stopped. And yes, if the deluge system is not completely stopped, your evacuation will be continued. So what you have to do, you have to disable it from here. You have to go on rooftop. You have to shut down the deluge system wall. And once you shut down the deluge system wall, you have to call a CCTV guy to reset it. Whatever it is, just reset it. Maybe it was showing deluge system fault. Maybe it was showing something pump fault. Maybe it was because everything is running. When the deluge system is getting activated, everything is running. Just ask him to reset the system. Once you will close the deluge system wall, the first step you have to disable the fire alarm system from here. Second step, you have to close the deluge system wall. Immediately call the CCTV guy and ask him to reset it. Once he will reset the system, alarm will stop. Simple. Then you have to go back to the your firefighting rooms where all the pumps are stored. I am sure in most of the cases, firefighting diesel pump is also running. Once your deluge system is getting activated, fire pump will start running, and especially a diesel pump will start running. You have to stop it manually. As I told you before, deluge system will, the diesel pump will never stop automatically. You have to do it manually. So you have to do it manually, then you have to observe the pressure, 14 bar is achieved, then you could put in auto. Shut down the pump, if the pressure is achieved then only. Once the pressure is achieved, check on the gauge if it is showing 14 bar, or maybe you can see on diesel pump's panel, there is a display. You can see the 14 bar is achieved, it is on green side. Shut down the pump and then put in auto. Simple. So that's how your system is stopped. Now here comes the second story. Once you will close the deluge system, fire pump is also here shutting down, fire alarm is stopped everywhere, but you have to keep in mind your gas system is still on trouble. Gas system is still having alarm. So what you have to do? If you can shut down the entire building, you can shut down the gas supply for entire building, you can do it. But if you have to run your operations, for example, you have to run the kitchen. So what you will do? Then you have to use bypass mode. We got 3 bypass walls. The first bypass wall is on rooftop on the gas tank. The second bypass wall is on boiler panel. The third bypass wall is in kitchen. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to. Once the gas alarm will come, all solenoid valves will get closed. All the gas supply will cut off. This is the safety. Once any alarm will come, all the solenoid valve will cut off. All the solenoid will cut off. So what you have to do? You have to open the bypass valve. For example, if the boiler is having some problem, you just shut down the boiler valve manually, gas valve for the boilers manually in the panel, and then you can go to rooftop. You can open the main supply valve of deluge system from rooftop bypass line, and then you have to come down in kitchen. You have to open the bypass line in kitchen as well. So in that way, the gas supply is coming from the rooftop, and the gas supply is going to kitchen. But since you turn off the boiler, line, so the gas will not go to the boiler, and then you have to call immediately Luther to come and find out what is the problem. And you can do it differently as well. For example, if the alarm is in kitchen, then you have to shut down the kitchen wall and bypass the LPG boiler. Let's run the boiler and shut down your kitchen system. So you can isolate the systems. But if there is anything wrong in main line, if there is anything wrong in your main LPG tank area, then I will advise you to shut down the complete system and let Luther come. If the people are waiting, let them wait. For example, kitchen or anybody is waiting, let them wait. Once Luther will come, they will find out what is the problem and they will fix it. But in order to run the operation, you have the option of bypass. You can bypass the kitchen, you can bypass the boiler, you can bypass the main tanks, you can do anything, whatever you want. In case of downtown, if you are trying to reset the gas alarm and if it got reset, suppose because of some error the gas alarm got activated and because of that deluge system got activated. So if you reset the alarm, if it got reset, the deluge system will shut down automatically. It is happening in downtown, but what I have seen in city center, it is not happening. So in city center, what I am doing, whenever I am facing any gas alarm, whenever I am facing any deluge system activation, I am going on rooftop, I am turning off the deluge system wall, and coming back, and then I am resetting it. And then, if the diesel pump is on, I have to shut it down manually. Yeah, this is one of the important ideas. If the diesel pump, this one is used. Yeah. If the diesel pump goes on, it will not shut down automatically. You have to shut it down manually. But electric pump, it will shut down automatically after 10 minutes. Once the pressure is achieved, after 10 minutes, it will shut down. So, in case of city center, what I am following deluge system, once the deluge system is getting activated, I am shutting down the wall of deluge system from rooftop, and then I am coming back, I am resetting the system and shutting down the pump if it is required, which is always required basically. My diesel pump is always getting activated. I am sure yours will also get activated. The diesel pump deluge operations. So you have to shut it down. So first thing is you have to shut down the pump. three pumps to handle the firefighting system of the building: jockey pump, electrical pump, and the diesel pump. So basically, we are maintaining 14 bar pressure all over the building. In every sprinkler system, including deluge system, we are maintaining 14 bar pressure. So this is the jockey pump, which is maintaining 14 bar pressure inside the building. Once, because of any reason, if the pressure come down from 14 to 13 bar, maybe sprinkler burst, maybe pipe leak or anything. If the pressure come down to 13 bar, this pump will kick in. This jockey pump, the first pump will kick in and it will try to maintain up to 14 bar. But if because of some reason 14 bar doesn't get maintained because of this pump, so electrical will start. This is my electrical pump. So electrical pump will start. So basically the starting point of this pump is 12 bar. If this pump is not able to maintain the pressure, then pressure will usually go down. And once it will raise to 12 bar, this pump will start. So this is called electrical pump. And because of some reason, even if this pump is not able to maintain the pressure, and the pressure is still decreasing, once it will reach to 11 bar, the diesel pump will start. And it is having a backup diesel tank. So the starting point of this pump is 13 bar with jockey. The starting point of electrical pump is 12 bar. The starting point of diesel pump is 11 bar. So the strongest pump you can say the diesel pump, which is actually not. The specifications are same, but still the program is such a way that it will start at 11 bar. One more thing. Why is diesel? Because in case the building power shut down, at least this pump will run. Diesel pump will run. It is having a running capacity of 1000 liters, so it will run at least 12 to 15 hours without power backup. So we have enough diesel stored there. So this is the basic function of your diesel, electric and jockey pump. So the question is how to isolate gas system from the fire alarm system. How to isolate it in case of emergency or maybe in case of maintenance. Suppose the Luther is coming to do some maintenance, they cannot do it. I mean, they have some electrical connection to do it, but they are always, I mean, that's not the right thing to manipulate the electrical connection. You can simply do it from here. You can simply bypass or isolate your gas system with fire alarm system. So everybody got PC here. I think in every property PC is there. So you have to just go to your floors. So in my case, in No City Center, my gas system is installed in ground floor. Gas system panel is in ground floor. So I'll go to the ground floor. Everybody is having different way of drawing. In my case, it is ground floor is in part 1, part 2. I will take part 1 because I know gas system is in part 1 only. This is my FCC room. This is my FCC room. If you see, there are 2 mm here. So you have to practice it. Otherwise, you will not able to know. So since I'm doing it from last 5 years, so I know where are my gas control module and monitoring modules are installed. So this is the location, I know it. So once I'll click on you will see ground floor gas control panel. I don't know why they wrote FCU something, no, but ground floor gas control panel. If I click on ground floor gas control panel. So I know this is my monitoring module and control module for my gas system. So I don't have to do anything. I just have to disable it. Click disable the trouble. Click disable it. Once you disable it, it will become yellow. These 2 things will become yellow and immediately you'll got a beep sound of trouble. Simple. So you have to disable it. You have to disable these 2 devices, CMM and and your gas system will be disabled from the fire system. Simple. Yeah. So why we will do this? In case of emergency, when we are not able to stop the fire alarm, then we have to disable this system from here. Second thing, why we will do it? Once any maintenance job is going on by Luther. So in case, one more important thing, in case of Luther guys they just aware of this system. They are not aware of any of your fire alarm system. So what's happening whenever they are coming for do their job, they are doing lot of things. So basically, whenever they are coming, you just disable these 2 things and shut down your deluge system wall as well on rooftop. Because the deluge system wall on rooftop, it is not only getting command from the gas alarm or fire alarm system. It is not only getting command from the gas system, but it is also getting command from any of the smoke detector in around. Like for example, if there is any smoke detector got activated on service roof, the system will get activated. No matter you bypass the system, still it will get activated. Because delivery system is getting command from gas system as well as fire alarm system from both the places. So if any gas smoke detector got activated anywhere on service roof or roof, your delivery system will get activated. So let's see if these guys are doing, Luta guys are doing some job in any of the location, the system will still get activated even if you bypass it from here. So do one thing, bypass from here and bypass from your, shut down your delivery system wall as well when they are doing maintenance work. And inform to your security that they are doing maintenance work and that's why I am doing it. Tell them, otherwise you get a very big email from them that why it is happening. So inform the security, and any of the activity with fire alarm, fire fighting system you're doing, you always have to inform the security guys. Call them first that I'm doing this job, because these guys are sitting in CCTV room. They are always seeing. Once you disable it from here, they will see the trouble there, and they will start calling you. Why there's a trouble? Why nobody informed us and all. So you have to inform them. So two things: disable your gas system, both control module, monitoring module from here, and close your delivery system wall as well. These two things you have to follow whenever the guys are coming for maintenance or if there is an emergency. And once emergency is solved, once the job is finished, immediately put the system back to the normal from here as well as the delivery system. Both things.